I need a moment to collect my thoughts. Could you try again? Welcome to Morning Joan, darling. I'm so glad you're joining me today. We've got a piping hot cup of tea to spill, and it's all about the one and only Ricky Gervais. You know, the man who's been making us laugh for decades with his biting wit and sharp tongue. So let's dive right in. Ricky Gervais has just announced that he's working on a brand new animated project for Netflix, and I'm here for and the project is still under wraps, but we do know that he's teaming up with some of his old friends from Afterlife and Derek, including David Earl, Diane Morgan, Carrie Godleman, Tom Baston, Joe Hartley, Andrew Brooke, and Tony Way. Oh, now, I know what you're thinking. What's the project about? Well, darling, Ricky's being tight-lipped about it, but he did say that it's good and different. And let's be real, with a cast like that, it's bound to be hilarious. But here's the thing, animation is a long game, folks. Ricky was chatting with fans on X, and he mentioned that he's been working on this project since September 2023. That's right, over a year ago. He even found some of his original sketches from back then, and let me tell you, it's a reminder that good things take time. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Joan, what about Flanimals? Well, darling, Ricky is indeed involved with that project too, but it seems like it's a separate thing from this new Netflix animated series. And let me tell you, the logline for Flanimals sounds adorable. 50 species of creatures that are so ugly they're cute? Yes, please. But anyway, back to Ricky's new project. We'll have to wait and see what it's all about, but with his track record, I'm sure it'll be something special. And in the meantime, you can always binge watch Afterlife and Derek on Netflix, because let's be real, they're both comedy gold. And that's a wrap for our first segment, folks. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan, so stay tuned for all the latest gossip and updates from the world of entertainment. Welcome back to Morning Joan. I hope you're all doing wonderfully today. We've got a fascinating story to dive into now, all about the one and only Desi Arnaz. You might know him as the charming husband of Lucille Ball in the classic TV show I Love Lucy, but Desi's impact on American culture goes far beyond his on-screen persona. As Todd Purdum, author of the new biography Desi Arnaz, the man who invented television, puts it, Desi was a true pioneer in the entertainment industry. Not only did he star in one of the most iconic TV shows of all time, but he also revolutionized the way television was produced and consumed. By filming episodes of Lucy rather than broadcasting them live, Desi created the concept of the rerun, which completely changed the economic model of TV. But Desi's story is about so much more than just his professional achievements. His personal life, including his marriage to Lucille Ball, was full of ups and downs. Their daughter, Lucy Arnaz, shares some beautiful insights into her parents' relationship and what it was like growing up with two of America's most beloved entertainers as her mom and dad. As Lucy recounts, her parents' divorce was a difficult time for the whole family, but it's clear that they both loved each other deeply until the very end. In fact, on what would have been their wedding anniversary, just 2 days before Desi passed away in 1986, he and Lucille had one final conversation, where they both expressed their love for each other. Desi's legacy is a testament to the power of innovation, hard work, and determination. From his humble beginnings as a Cuban immigrant to becoming one of the most influential figures in American television, Desi Arnaz's story is truly inspiring. And that's not all. We'll be sharing an excerpt from Todd Purdum's book, Desi Arnaz, The Man Who Invented Television, so be sure to check that out if you want to learn more about this incredible man. Stay tuned for today's last cup of tea, right here on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, dear listeners. We're closing out today's show with a fascinating story about a hip-hop legend who's been making waves in the music industry for decades. You might know him as Slick Rick, the Ruler, or McRicky D, but no matter what you call him, his influence on hip-hop is undeniable. From his early days teaming up with Dougie Fresh to create the hit single The Show, to his solo debut album, The Great Adventures of Slick Rick, which spawned classics like Hey Young World and Children's Story, Slick Rick's unique style and storytelling ability have captivated audiences and inspired generations of rappers. And let's not forget his iconic song La Di Da Di, which has been sampled over 1,200 times by artists ranging from Tupac to Kanye West, and even non-hip-hop artists like Miles Davis and the Venga Boys. But Slick Rick's life hasn't been without its challenges. He's faced setbacks, including a stint in jail for attempted murder, which he doesn't like to talk about today. Despite this, he's continued to create music and push the boundaries of what hip-hop can be. And with his recent release Victory, he's proving that he still has so much to offer. What I love about Slick Rick's story is his humility and lack of interest in seeking a legacy. He's not concerned with being remembered as a legend or leaving a lasting impact. He just wants to live his life and create music that resonates with people. And isn't that what it's all about, dear listeners? Creating something that brings joy and inspiration to others, without worrying about what others think. As we wrap up today's show, I want to leave you with a little bit of Slick Rick's wisdom. Just live your life, and let it resonate how it resonates. Don't worry about what others think. Just be true to yourself and create something amazing. And who knows, you might just become a hip-hop legend like Slick Rick. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.